Oh my Zeus, are we in for a treat? Okay, so let me just get this out of the way. Anyone who is of the cartoon community who gets overly triggered by any new announcements, please leave here right now. Your opinions are not welcome. As long as you are respectful, you can stay, but otherwise just get the hell out of here. Now, with that said and done, so basically, Warner Brothers just released a trailer for a specific crossover with two different incarnations of a superhero team known as the Teen Titans. I'm sure none of you have heard of them before. And the one specifically, the 2003 animated series Teen Titans, you know, the one inspired by anime and whatnot, and the modern day spin-off of the comics, Teen Titans Go, which despite sharing the same voice actors as the 2003 show, really doesn't have much to do with the animated series in the 2000s outside of some weird jokes and all that. But of course, the 2003 show is highly beloved, whereas the reboot is... It's obviously very divisive amongst the animation community and just everyone in general. But that's beside the point. Right now, Warner Brothers just released a trailer for Teen Titans Go versus Teen Titans, an upcoming animated feature that is, as of now, I'm not sure when the release date is, but given that they released the trailer now, I'm guessing it's coming out, if not later on this year, then definitely by early of next year, 2020. Hey, good way to start off the decade, am I right? But, if I can be honest, if it does get released sometime a little later on this year, it'll be a great way to end off the decade. Let me tell you that for the record, ladies and gentlemen. So if any of you want to know what the synopsis is, I can give you a brief description from this article on IGN that I'm about to read right now. It says, in this film, the two Titans teams are pitted against each other when villains from each of their worlds join forces. The two very different Titan teams will need to set aside their differences and work together to combat Trigon, Hexagon, Santa Claus, yes, fucking Santa Claus, and time itself in order to save the universe. I wish I was making this up, folks. Now, in terms of any notable announced details, all I'm going to say is that the cast of this film are pretty much the same as beforehand. You got Greg Cipes as Beast Boy, Scott Menville as Robin, Carrie Payton as Cyborg, Tara Strong as Raven, and Hinton Walsh as Starfire. But in addition, you also have Kevin Michael Richardson as Trigon and Hexagon, Robert Morris as Santa Claus, Gray Griffin as Mrs. Claus, Rhys Darby as Master of Games, Sean Marr as Nightwing, and Weird Al Yankovic as Gentleman Ghost and Darkseid. That is brilliant. And meanwhile, the film's director is Jeff Mednikow, who has worked on Teen Titans Go as well. And as of now, even though an official release date has not been announced, the film is going to hit Blu-ray and digital pretty soon. Oh man, I cannot wait for people to just flood the DVD shelves and Best Buys just looking for them Blu-rays just so they can watch the film and rip it to shreds. Ah, don't you love that logic? I hate the emoji movie so much, so I'm gonna go buy it in theaters and support it ironically just so I can trash it. Why the fuck don't you just watch it online? Honestly, people, if you don't... See, this is the thing. You don't want to see the frickin' product? Don't frickin' see it! That's kind of the thing. Whenever anything about Teen Titans Go is announced, be it a new season, their own movie, or this weird crossover, there's bound to be people who are going to flip the hell out because Teen Titans Go has a large amount of detractors in addition to a large fan base. Yes, there are Teen Titans Go fans, shut the fuck up. However, to all the haters out there, if you really hate Teen Titans Go that much, this film could actually be somewhat of a palate cleanser to you. Now, okay, I don't know how the final product's going to turn out. None of us do. We really don't know what the final result will look like. We have an inkling as to what's going to happen, but we don't know what the final product is going to showcase in its entirety. So with that said, I'm just going to take a wild guess and say there will definitely be some form of hostility and violence towards both incarnations of the Teen Titans. The more serious ones and the extremely goofy ones, the cartoon characters. So I'm thinking, even though they will eventually, team up and everything, there will definitely be some interesting interactions between them. And I can definitely imagine that there are going to be plenty of people who are going to make memes out of any moment when the 2003 Titans beat the shit out of the 2013 Teen Titans. It's going to happen, let me tell you that. People love to exploit cartoon memes, let me tell you that much. And that's another thing, you can actually use the memes to get people hooked into this. You can even say, well, how the fuck did this happen? I can't even believe this, yet it fucking exists. Well, to that I say, that's kind of on all of you. In my opinion, Warner Brothers made this as a response to the years worth of hatred that Teen Titans Go received. Hell, if you look back to Teen Titans Go, the movies, there's an epilogue during the end credits where they actually show the 2003 Teen Titans alerting us about what's to come. And from that, I imagine that was sort of a little appetizer in terms of what we're going to get with this movie. Now, granted, I don't know if that was really the case or not, but considering that this movie's coming out a little more than a year after the Teen Titans Go movie did, I don't think it was a coincidence at all, folks. Admittedly, if this was a way to draw in the haters, kind of a dick move, but it worked, I suppose. Granted, I'm not sure what the immediate response is now, although I can imagine it's pretty fucking negative. That being said, though, given the amount of attention that the online community has with Teen Titans nowadays, be it their ever-growing love for the 2003 show and the ever-growing hate towards the 2013 series, I can imagine that there's probably going to be some sort of crazy online war. As if we don't have enough of those to begin with. But seriously, I can see it all now. A lot of people are just gonna come together and just shit on the Teen Titans Go team and root for the 2003 Titans, because that's what they love the most. It's from their childhood, even though the 2013 series is not made for you. Plain and simple. It's not. Get over it. Look, I'm not gonna beat around the bush, so my final verdict is this. No matter how the Teen Titans Go versus Teen Titans movie turns out, I don't want this to turn into some weird online cultural battle. I don't want people fighting over which Teen Titans series is better. I don't want anybody to get all crazy just because part of their childhood is coming back with something that debatably ruined their childhood. I just want everybody to give this upcoming movie the benefit of the doubt so that we can all give it a fair chance and just let this obvious fanfic, it's a fanfic, people, let's be honest, play out and judge it on its own merits. Let's try to be civil, okay? And for what it's worth, it's probably going to be goofy as all hell anyway, so why even bother comparing it to the 2003 series? And maybe this is coming from someone who's just had enough of all the visceral hatred that Teen Titans Go has gotten. I'm not saying you have to enjoy the series, but my gosh, people, you gotta calm down once in a while. As someone who's experienced all that, I hope that this movie is the ultimate culmination of two very distinct cartoons that share some similarities with each other, and just view it based on what it's going to offer. Not as this big epic disaster piece, or the two series coming together to clash each other and destroy us all and all that. Just let's just judge it on its own merits, because that's all we can do. We don't know how it's going to turn out, but at the very least, we can hope that it can, at the very least, offer us something unique. So, if you guys want to check out this movie when it comes out, just wait for when it's announced. Don't know when it's going to be, but I won't be surprised if it's at the end of the year. I'm sure y'all will be looking forward to it. But, if it does come out the end of the year, let's consider this 2010 decade over. We'll end off with a bang with this weird-ass movie. Alright, so those are my thoughts on the upcoming Teen Titans Go versus Teen Titans movie, but what are your guys' thoughts? Are you excited for this? Are you not interested at all? Did it piss you off? Did it excite you? Are you neutral about it? Do you not care about the Teen Titans in general? Please let me know in the comments below. And until next time, I'll catch you guys later.